you for taking a few minutes out of your time to watch this video. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mrs. Underwood. I am your son or daughter's Algebra 1 teacher here at Portage High School. Recently, I've been getting a lot of questions from parents about Schoology and where to find assignments. Here at the high school, we have a new initiative to be one-to-one, meaning every student has an iPad. And part of that initiative is that we are encouraging teachers to put their curriculum online for students to access on the iPads. So first thing I'm going to do is open up Schoology. And this is my screen as a teacher. When your child logs in to Schoology, what they see first is the news feed. So basically, as you can see, all of our daily announcements that the secretaries put out, anything from a teacher, Mr. Depot will sometimes make announcements or reminders for students, etc. So this is their screen. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is in the upper left-hand corner, you're going to see 3 bars. It kind of looks like an equal sign, but with an extra line underneath it. You're going to press that. And you have a few options here: courses, groups, resources, grades, calendar, people, account settings, etc. You're going to tap on courses. I'm just going to go ahead and select the top one. All right, so when you open it up, the first thing you see are 3 folders. The folders are organized by chapter. So you have chapter 1 is Algebra Basics, more or less an 8th grade review. Chapter 2 is Solving Equations and Inequalities. 3 is Relations and Functions. These are the 3 chapters that we're going to get through in the first term. And if you open them up, you can kind of navigate through them. There are subfolders within all of the material that we teach in that chapter. What I want you to notice, though, is that underneath each folder in gray, there is a date. I specifically try to stay really organized with dates and everything on here because, let's say, for example, you have a student who was absent on August 23rd. Okay, so you will go on to Schoology with them, or have them go on to Schoology, and the folder that has the date of August 23rd is the 2.2 Solving Multi-Step Equations. And when you go into that, there are both notes, a copy of it. If I click on one of them or tap one of them, it'll take you to the PDF. These are the notes we did. You can swipe and go to the second page. Then there are the assignments, and this right here that says 2.2 Solving Multi-Step Equations, this is actually a video. I wonder if it'll, okay? And that is my countertop in my kitchen at my house. I create my own videos, and in the video, if you went ahead and press play on it, I go through the exact notes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Sorry, I don't like listening to my own voice. The same exact notes that I just opened up in the PDF. So the reason I do this is for students who are absent. So like I said, if you have a student that's absent on 8/23, open this up, and they don't even need me. They can watch the lecture, watch the notes on the video. So it's really easy for them to stay caught up and not fall behind. Now let's look at the assignments. What I want you to notice about the assignments is that the date it's posted was August 23rd. That's the date I'm talking about, when they were hypothetically absent. And in parentheses, assignment number 7, due Friday, August 24th. So there should really be no confusion about what is assigned and when it's due. This specific assignment, number 7 right here, that I'm kind of messing around with, was assigned on the 23rd, but in parentheses, due on the 24th. Just like a normal homework assignment would be due the very next day. So if you click on it, all of my assignments have the same 3 basic bullet points, same 3 sets of directions. Complete all of the problems on a separate sheet of paper. Show work to receive full credit. I've got students just turning in answers to me, and that's not good enough. I need full credit. So if you're looking at their grades and there's a comment that says, did not show work, needs to redo this assignment, you would know that that's why. Second one says, don't forget to label it and with your name. Oh my gosh. So many times I get no name papers. And the third bullet point says an answer key can be found within the folder, and I'll show you where to find that as well. So you'll open up the PDF, and ta-da, there's their homework assignment. And it's all within that same folder for August 23rd. So everything is together that needs to be done for that day, okay? So let's say you complete assignment number 7, show all your work, you get your answers, and you want to check them. So let me go back. Sometimes my arrow button acts up. Whoops. Okay. So within this folder, if you can see right up here, this one, assignment number 6 through 19, answer keys. So let me close this folder. If I were to click on this PDF and open it, these are the answer keys. What I want you to notice about my answer key is that I don't show any work. So the point of the answer key is just for the students to get immediate feedback on how they did, if they did the problem right. So what was that, assignment number 7? I think it was. Let me zoom in on that. So I complete assignment number 7. I'm going to go through this and check my answers. And maybe for number 6, I did not get y equals -11. So now I know that I can go back and check my work. Maybe I just made a little mistake somewhere and fix it. If they look at it and they don't know how to fix it and have no idea what they did wrong, I tell the students to just put a circle around that problem. And every single day, the first 5 to 10 minutes of class time, I take homework questions. So again, there's really no excuse for students to say, I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm lost, my grade's bad because I'm so confused. I take questions. I put aside those 10 minutes to go through any kind of homework questions. So again, no reason for them to be confused, no reason for them to leave it blank. We do it together. Before they even turn it in, we fix the errors. Okay? What else do I need to show you? I'm sorry. Again, my arrow button is acting up. Most of the time, I tell my students to just use the upcoming over here, this little tab. If you select it, a new little window pops up. This is nice because, again, everything's dated, and I, like I said, have everything planned all the way to the end of the first term. So if you see in the very bottom here, it says October 17th, ETAs. So we are all the way planned up. Everything is laid out all the way until October 17th. If you notice, I don't know what date you will be watching this video, but today's date as I'm recording this is August 29th. So all of my Algebra 1 students have a quiz tomorrow. That's why there is a quiz study guide right here. And then the thing that says solving equations review activity, that's what we did today. We did stations to review for the quiz. Again, all these things are posted and easily accessible. If you open up that study guide, again, PDF, again, with an answer key. Okay? Tomorrow is the 30th, so there's the quiz, and then Friday the 31st, I've scheduled NUIA testing. This is a state-mandated test that all freshmen have to complete, so we'll be doing that on Friday. And then if you keep going, Monday the 3rd, no school for Labor Day, et cetera, et cetera. So it goes on in, like I said, all the way until October. Now, the last thing I need to show you, part of your student's grade is IXL. I don't know if you're familiar with IXL. You can ask your son or daughter to show you what it is. But at the top of every folder, I go by chapter here, Unit 2 IXL assignments. If you tap on this and you hit View Attachments, again, there are 6 links. If you actually tap on them, they will take you to the assignment. These are due at the end of the chapter, okay? So there's usually between 4 to 6 IXLs per chapter. This specific chapter, for chapter 2, they're not due until, if you see at the top here, Wednesday, September 26th. That's the day we take the test and finish the chapter. So again, they've got, if today is August 29th, that's almost an entire month. So again, everything is pretty well laid out, pretty well organized, and easy to navigate through. Here underneath the blue icon that says Algebra 1, you see materials, updates, gradebook, attendance, members. I don't use the gradebook, the attendance, or members. Gradebook and attendance is done in PowerSchool, which is a separate thing. By the way, if you need PowerSchool passwords to see your students' grades, that is something that I cannot help with. You've got to contact one of the secretaries in the main office. I only have access to passwords for IXL and Schoology. And the members tab at the very, very bottom just lists all my students. So really, we're looking at the materials, and then you can click on updates. I haven't posted any updates, but this would be the spot where I would say, hey, don't forget you have a quiz tomorrow. Or, hey, don't forget to bring your permission slips, even though we don't take field trips in math, but etc. So any kind of reminders for my students go here. And that's about it. I can't think of anything else. Oh, back to the 3 lines in the upper left corner. If you go all the way back, there is a feature called calendar. I do use this as well. If you're absent on September 3rd and you tap on it, well, okay, we all will be absent on September 3rd. But how about the 12th? Oh, I'm absent on September 12th. I'm going to miss a quiz that day. I'll have to make it up. Okay, so again, I'm just kind of showing you another way that you can get to all the assignments. That is about it, except for I'd like to show you about Remind 101. Now, I usually post reminders for things on Schoology, like I showed you a second ago, but there is it's not really a new program. It's been around for a while, but it's new to me because I'm just starting it this year. Remind 101 is a free, I have to emphasize the free part, texting app, but it's all anonymous. So I can send text message reminders to students, but they cannot reply back to me. It's just a way for me to send them reminders because we all know teenagers are glued to their phones, and what's the best way to reach them than to shoot a text right to their phone, okay? So Remind 101, like I said, it is free. I do not get their phone numbers. They do not get mine. It's totally anonymous. The app does the texting for you. So I have my groups for Algebra 1 and I have my groups for Geometry because those are the 2 classes. So sorry about that. My microphone must have cut out. But anyway, so I have Remind 101 groups for Algebra 1 and Geometry because that is what I teach. And I've also decided to create a group specifically for Algebra 1 parents. So it's just a way for me to send you daily text message reminders about tests or homework or anything at all really, because we all know sometimes teenagers aren't exactly forthcoming about their homework assignments. So if you would like to be a part of this texting group, you're going to text 81010 is the phone number, and in the body of the text message, you need to type at 8B876C. And like I said, make sure the number you text it to is the 81010. Again, it's not completely required, it's just voluntary. But thank you for taking the time to view my video. I truly appreciate it. Contact me if you have any questions.